Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Viraj and today we guys are going to discuss something about a tuple or tuple. So tuple is again one of the data type. Tuple is a data type in Python. Tuple is immutable data type. What does mean by immutable? We cannot change once defined, or we cannot modify the once it is defined. Tuple is collection of ordered data set. Tuple can hold any kind of data set or elements. Tuple or tuple supports indexing as well as slicing. So when we say the indexing and slicing, it can be positive as well as a negative. Apart from this, what we can see simply syntax. Variable name equal to tuple opening closing, or variable name equal to opening closing parenthesis. Both creates empty tuple. T1 equal to tuple opening closing. T1 we can see this. To prove this T1 is a tuple, what we can use a type T1 and this will return a tuple itself. T2 opening closing, and we can see that T2 it will return an opening closing empty parenthesis. Type T2. So T1 and T2 both are an empty tuple. If I'm doing a T3, which is something 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, this T3 is an integer type of tuple. Again type T3 is a tuple itself. T3 of 0 we can do this. T3 minus 1 we can do this, and we can use a slicing on top of it. Slicing on top of it. So start point, end point and step function or step. Similarly, what we can say, we can hold any kind of value. So we can have an integer, string, float, then boolean. T4 we can do that. T4 is also a tuple. But for example, if I'm doing 0 and on top of it type of T4 of 0, so this means this 0th position, whatever the type we are doing it, which is going to be integer. Similarly, if I'm doing a 1, it will be the string, and if I'm doing a 2, I will get a float, and for true I will get a boolean. So guys, let me quickly write that code. 1, then 2 and 3. We can see this, but the top level data type is always going to be tuple. Then there are a few built-in function or methods. Built-in functions in tuple or methods, we can say that, of tuple data type. How we can dump it? Print dir tuple, or we can directly write T1, T2, T3, T4 and so on. We can see that starting is double underscore and ending with the double underscore. That is nothing but the dunder method or double underscore method. Right now we can ignore this. Ignore this and we can focus on count and index. These both methods are similar like what we have studied in indexing as well. Count is going to give you the occurrence of a particular element, and index is going to return an index value of that particular value. So let's see. Tuple dot count. So T5 equal to, for example, 10, 20, 10, 30, 40, again 10, 50, 20. T5 dot count of 10. So I want to count how many times 10 is occurring. So it will return a 3. Similarly, t5 dot count 20, it will return a 2. If I'm doing a t5 count 100, it will return a 0. If you wanted to understand a help documentation or what exactly this particular method or function do, we can use help tuple dot count and we can see the help documentation of it. Similar thing we can do for a tuple dot index and help tuple dot index, and we can see this start point again and stop. So what we can say, t5 dot index of 10, it will return a 0. t5 index start from 1 and so on. What we can see this, guys, it is going to return a 2. So guys, entire thing remains as it is, like what we have seen an index function in a list. So that's all for this video, guys. Tuple is a really small concept which is immutable in nature, which we cannot modify. Once we define it, it remains as it is. We cannot, at any point of a time, we cannot modify its data, and that is a beauty of a tuple. And there are only two built-in function which the tuple has, count and index. See you in coming videos, guys, with the dictionary. Thanks.